For many people with type 1 diabetes, daily finger pricks became the norm for tracking blood glucose. Several decades ago, continuous glucose monitors, or CGMs, changed the way that patients are managing their disease. But now that the monitors are available over the counter, there is a growing trend of non-diabetic patients using them. To learn more about this trend and the potential pros and cons, we are joined by Dr. Richard Bloomer. He's the Dean of the College of Health Sciences at the University of Memphis. Thanks for coming back.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
They are. So as you mentioned, traditionally individuals would use something like this, a glucose monitor or a glucometer, and we would take a little test strip, place it inside, and then we would prick our finger. Little droplet of blood will give us an immediate reading.
Yeah.
So not too bad, but if you're doing it several times a day, that could be problematic. Now, thankfully, we have a unit called a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor, which essentially individuals, this looks large and intimidating. This is just the applicator. This is the actual device that will go on the individual's arm or on their skin.
Okay.
So this is a spring-loaded applicator, generally placed on the back of the arm.
Okay.
And they place this monitor on the arm, and it's good for up to about 15 days of continuous monitoring, about every 15 minutes or so.
Okay, and so it's just very interesting to hear that non-diabetics are getting into this, but I kind of am guessing the reason, but you're the expert. I'd rather hear it from you.
Sure. Yeah, so a lot of individuals understand the value of maintaining a relatively stable and relatively low blood sugar throughout the day. Has a lot of health implications. So what this unit does is it allows individuals to have an understanding of how they respond to certain types of food, and then also the quantity of food that they're consuming. And it's just a really good learning tool for most individuals to use for a period of about a couple of weeks.
Well, my question is, I am going to wonder, like, since it's over the counter, you don't have to have a doctor to say you can or can't do it. So this is just a whole new world. Why do you think this is happening?
Again, I think a lot of individuals are trying to take really good control of their own health, and they understand that glucose, because it's been so prevalent in the news, is really an important variable that they need to try to regulate.
And the goal, what they're trying to achieve.
The goal ideally is to keep your blood sugar from seeing rapid spikes and then falls. So ideally, an individual who is non-diabetic should want to keep that glucose perhaps to a reading that's under 150 or 160. Sometimes individuals strive for something a little lower, and then not generally see constant spikes and peaks and troughs throughout the day. They want a relatively stable blood glucose so they can see their average reading, which corresponds to something called the hemoglobin A1C, which a lot of people are aware of. That's very important to keep that as low as possible, ideally less than 5.7, but the closer to 5, the better.
And when you do have these spikes, what are the, on a long-term basis, what happens to your body and why is it so dangerous?
Well, essentially we see high correlations between elevated blood sugar and insulin insensitivity or insulin resistance, heart disease, other forms of disease that individuals are certainly aware of, and then reduced longevity. So we're trying to minimize the blood glucose spikes so we can enhance our overall health. And this is a really neat tool for individuals to try. They don't need to use it month after month after month, because these are not cheap. They're about $50 a piece, non-prescription. But if they used it for about a 2-week period and paid really close attention to how they're responding to the foods they consume, and also some lifestyle factors such as sleep and exercise, because those two things could also control how they respond to the foods that they eat.
Are there any risks? I always like to ask that.
We generally haven't seen any. I mean, all you're doing is using this device to monitor, to serve basically as a signal to your phone, which would be the receiver, and then they have an app on the phone that'll basically show you where your glucose is at any given time. They're relatively accurate. They are delayed in response by probably about 10 to 15 minutes versus a blood sugar, because this is actually measuring sugar in interstitial fluid, not in the blood. So it's the delayed response of about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's relatively consistent across time, so it's a good tool for individuals to try.
Okay, so when you were talking about experimenting, we experiment, but are there experiments with some of these that are going on?
There's been a lot of comparisons between this unit and the glucometer itself. to see how accurate these are. These are supposed to be, based on FDA, the non-prescription ones, accurate within 20%. So in other words, if my glucose truly was 100 milligrams per deciliter, this unit could give me a reading between 80 and 120, and that's still technically considered to be accurate. Some individuals say that's not accurate enough for me. They may need to also use this in conjunction with this for a period of time, which is what I've done. And this I find to be more accurate, especially on a point-by-point basis versus this monitor. But remember, you have to prick your finger and get a drop of blood every time you want that reading.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I just think this is wonderful to know what's going on under the hood, right? Because we just go about our lives, and this is really just internal insights.
It's great because a lot of individuals are making assumptions that I could eat this food without any sort of consequence, but this here will give you a better understanding of where you are. And sometimes that's all people need, is a little bit better understanding of where they're at, and that allows them to make better decisions that are going to be lifelong.
Dr. Bloomer, you always have great information that helps people make educated decisions about their lives. Really appreciate you, the University of Memphis, for coming in today.
Yeah, you're welcome.